Welcome to Back to the Bible. You're listening to A Time to be Renewed by Wiersbe.
September 16. Depression. Who can escape it? You seem to imagine that I have no ups and downs, but just a level and lofty stretch of spiritual attainment with unbroken joy and equanimity. By no means. I am often perfectly wretched, and everything appears most murky. So wrote the man called in his day, 1864 to 1923, the greatest preacher in the English-speaking world, Dr. John Henry Jowett. Charles Haddon Spurgeon, undoubtedly the greatest preacher England ever produced, once said in a sermon, "I am subject to depression of spirit, so fearful that I hope none of you ever get to such extremes of wretchedness as I go to." Discouragement is no respecter of persons. It seems to attack the successful far more than the unsuccessful. For the higher we climb, the further down we can fall. Even the Apostle Paul himself was pressed out of measure and despaired even of life. From 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 8. What was Paul's secret of victory when experiencing pressures and trials? His secret was God. When you find yourself discouraged and ready to quit, get your attention off yourself and focus it on God. Out of his own difficult experience, Paul fellowshipped with God and found encouragement in his promises. Remember, ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of the Lord. Fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord will be with you. 2 Chronicles chapter 20 verse 17. Consider Psalm chapter 23 verse 1, chapter 34 verse 7, chapter 103 verses 3 to 4, and 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 8 to 11. Find your hymnal and turn to "It Is Well With My Soul," the song written by H.G. Spafford after his wife wired him that their children had perished in a shipwreck. Sing or even whistle it. Thank God that you can trust Him in all situations of life. Amen.
Back to the Bible, leading people into a dynamic relationship with God.